back, dear students. Wish you all stay happy, healthy, and safe at home and do your studies regularly and properly. I'm Yojana Barak, and today we are going to see a chapter for standard 10 students from your English textbook First Flight, that is your main textbook. From this book we are going to see chapter number 11. The name of this chapter is The Proposal, written by Anton Chekhov. So by the title you can understand that this chapter is about proposal. What kind of proposal it is? It is a marriage proposal. Here, let us first understand about Anton Chekhov. He is a short story writer and a dramatist, and here also in this chapter he has wrought a comedy drama about the thinking of rich people. How they consider everything, how they look everything only from the money point of view. So this is presented here by the way of this comedy drama. Now the main characters of this chapter are three: Shubukov, Lomo and Natalia. Shubukov is the father of Natalia and Lomo is their neighbor who has came to their house for the marriage proposal. He wants to propose Natalia for the marriage. Now what happens? They all are quarrelsome people and they started quarreling even on petty issues which are negligible. And in between this quarrel, the proposal was about to get forgotten. But their money mind recalled them that as Lomo is rich, they are also rich. So according to the economic point of view, it is beneficial for us to accept the proposal. So even though their thought, their ideology was different, they were quarreling to each other, but just because of the economic point of view, just because of the economic purpose, they accepted the proposal, and even though the quarrel was continuing. So in this way, their money mindedness is presented here in this drama, in this comedy drama. So this is the second part of this chapter. First part has already been done and we saw the introduction about this chapter and brief intro about the writer, and then we started the chapter in which we saw that the scene was described. Here Lomo enters in the house of Shubukov and he is very hesitant to explain Shubukov that he has came there for proposing Natalia for marriage, and he was not able to speak it clearly that he wants to marry Natalia. Now he goes round and round and he is not able to come to the point, and he is not able to express what he wants to say clearly. So what happens now? Whether he put his proposal forward properly or not before Natalia, or whether he get accepted or not, that we are going to see, and how that quarrel created, how the comedy is created in this drama, that we are going to see in this chapter. So now let us begin. So now Lomo is feeling shy and he requests Shubukov that he is now going to ask something, he is now going to request him for something, and Shubukov felt that what would be the point, why he is not getting clearly to the point, and as his mind think about only money, so he felt that might be he has came to ask for money from me, that is why he is being hesitated. But actually Lomo had came there for asking the hand of Natalia for the marriage, but he was being too much nervous, panic and hesitated, so that is why he was not able to put the proposal clearly before Shubukov. Now let us see what happens. Aside, secretly he is whispering, "He has come to borrow money. I shall give him any." And loudly he says, "What is it, my asking the money from me. But I won't give him anything because it is my money and I have earned it through my hard work. I won't give my money to anyone. So he was thinking that he would have come here to borrow money and I will not give anything to him. But aloud he is showing honor, respect and love for Lomo. But inside he is not loving Lomo, but instead of that he thinks that Lomo is a bloody beggar. And loudly he shows his love and respect towards Lomo and he says, "What is it? What do you want from me? Say it aloud." "My beauty, my dear." Then Lomo says, "You see, honored Stepanich, I beg pardon, Stefan Honorich, I'm awfully excited as you will please notice. In short, you alone can help me. Though I don't deserve it, of course, and I haven't any right to count on your assistance." So he was being too much nervous, panicked and confused. He was completely perplexed. Shall, that means shall not. This is the short form or contraction of shall not. Shall. Pardon, that means to ask for forgiveness or excuse. Awfully, that means extremely. Assistance, that is the action of helping someone. So now Shubuko says, "Yes, please go on. What do you want? Tell me." And Lomo says, "You see, Honored Stepanich, I beg pardon, Stefan Honorich." So he is so much confused that even he is not able to pronounce his name properly. And he started fumbling. And then he says, "You can see, I'm awfully excited, I'm extremely excited. Please notice my attire and my behavior. I hope you can understand why I have came here. I'm not able to speak it clearly and properly in front of you. In short, I want to say that you only can help me. Though I don't deserve, of course, because I have got the opportunity to be helped to get help from you, and I cannot count on your assistance. How many times you have helped me. You have been a great neighbor always. And now again I am going to ask something from you. Although I think I am not as great as like you, so I don't deserve your assistance, but still I want to make a request to you." "Shubuko, oh, spit it out. Speak out. Don't go round and round it. Darling, speak it out well." Speak it out, that means speak up. And go round and round, that means not coming to the main point. So here, as Lomo was not able to put his request forward clearly, so Shubuko requested him falsely. He pretended to request him that why are you being nervous? Why are you going round and round? Why are you not coming to the point? Speak it up clearly, be bold, and you can ask me anything, whatever you want. Lomo says, "One moment, this very minute." And he takes a deep breath and finally he speaks. "The fact is, I have come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stefanova, in marriage." And finally, he spoke directly. He came to the point and he said, "Okay, fine. Now I am going to tell you directly why I have came here. I have came here to ask you the hand of Natalia for marriage." And in just one breath, he completed his sentence and felt relieved. Now finally he had put the request clearly in front of Shubuko. Now let us see what would be the reaction of Shubuko. Shubuko, joyfully, "By Jove, Ivan Vasilievich, say it again, I didn't hear it at all." "It was just the expression that he was very happy, and that is why he is saying that I want to hear it again. So he is saying, I couldn't hear it. Will you speak it again? I want to hear this kind words from you again and again. So Lumo thought might be because I spoke in just one breath, he was not able to listen it properly. So he again spoke it, but actually he had heard and he asked because he was so much happy. So he wanted to hear it again. Actually he got that. But Lomo thought that he couldn't hear it. So again he was repeating and he said, I have the honor to ask. So again he went round and round, and Shubuko interrupted him by saying, my dear fellow, because he did not want Lomo to get round and round again and again. So he interrupted him that yes, I got, you do not have to repeat it because again you will stretch it and would not put the thing clearly and directly. So he interrupted him and said, my dear fellow, I am so glad, and so on. Yes, indeed. And all that sort of thing. Embraces, kisses Lomo, and he says, I have been hoping for it for a long time. Now inside he thinks that he is bloody beggar and he won't give him any penny. And here he is ready to give his daughter to him. And he says that I was hoping for it for a long time. It's been my continual desire. Sheds a tear, false tear, and I have always loved you, my angel, as if you were my own son. May God give you both His help and His love and so on, and so much hope. What am I behaving in this idiotic way for? I'm off my balance with joy, absolutely off my balance. Oh, with all my soul, I'll go and call Natasha and all that. Here, Natasha is the name of Natalia. Now, let us understand this. So, he says, by Jove, that means my God, joyfully. He thanked God and he expressed, Ivan Vasilevich is going to be my son-in-law. Say it again, will you please say it again? I want to hear it again. That was so kind, so humble words. That were so humble words came from your mouth. And I am so pleased. So he wanted to hear it again. So he asked, I didn't hear it at all. Can you please repeat it? But actually he heard. So Lomo thought that he might not have heard. So he was about to repeat it. But then Shubuko interrupted him. And he said, my dear fellow, I am so glad, I am so happy, and so on. This word he used to repeat again and again. Sometimes we see that it is a habit of people that they used to repeat the any particular word or phrase. That is, in Urdu it is called the kya kehna. So here also he used to repeat this word again and again, and so on and so on and so on. And he shows false love for Lomo. That is why he used different kind of words to say my dear, my precious, my treasure, my dear. So this kind of word he often used for Lomo. And then he says, yes indeed, I accept your proposal and all that sort of things, whatever you wish. And then with joy, he embraces and kisses Lomo, not because Lomo is too good bridegroom, but because he was rich. And Shubuko was happy that he was getting a rich proposal, a proposal from a rich family for his daughter. And he says, I have been hoping for it for a long time. I was also thinking for the same. I also wanted to make you my son-in-law. From long time I was thinking about that, and it's been my continual desire to make you my son-in-law. And then he sheds his tear, false tear, and he says, I have always loved you, my angel, as if you were my own son. May God give you both His help, His love, and so on, and so much hope. For all your life, may God bless you, may God give you love, care, help, and so much hope in your life. May your life be happy, healthy and prosperous. And he is giving blessings to Lomo. And he says that I also had the same desire. I also wanted to make you my son-in-law. I also wanted to give my daughter to you. I also have the same desire, and I was also thinking about the same from long time. Now actually what he feels about Lomo, that he only asked for money. So he felt that he is a beggar. And now here he is saying that he loved him like his own son. And before that he said, I won't give him any penny. So you can see the difference between his words, his thinking and his action. So here he says that I too thought the same, and as you have spoke the thing which I had in my mind, so I am very glad. And he says that I am accepting your proposal. You can count my permission for this. And then he says, what am I behaving in this idiotic way for? Why am I behaving so foolish? I am off my balance. I am not in my control. Completely because of this happiness, because of this joy, I am out of my control. I am out of my balance. And with all my soul, from the bottom of my heart, I am blessing you. And then he says, I'll go and call Natasha here. I'll go and call Natalia here. Just stay here. I will get her here. And all that. Just wait and I'll be back. Desire, that is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Idiotic, that is stupid or silly. So here finally he agreed, and he says that just give me a moment and I will call Natalia here. Wait for her. Wait for her in the hole. Wait for me and I will call her here. Lomo, greatly moved, surprised, Honor Stefan Stefanovich, do you think I may count on her consent? So when Shubukov agreed that yes, she will agree and I can give the hand of Natalia to you for marriage. So you can marry Natalia. He had given his consent, but then Lomo asked Stefan Stefanovich, do you think that Natalia would also agree to marry me? So Shubukov said, why? Of course, my darling, and as if she won't consent. She is in love. Again, she is like a lovesick cat, and so on. Shan't we learn? Consent, that means agreement to do something, and gay, that means explanation of affirmation. Lovesick, that is longing or yearning or desiring. So Lomo asked that, do you think that she would also agree to marry me? So Shubukov thought, why not? Of course she will agree. You are asking me as if she won't give consent because she knows you from childhood. You are our neighbor and we know you very well. So I think she would agree. This is what he says. But inside he thinks that you are rich. Why won't we agree? So now he gave his consent and he is pretty sure that Natalia would also give her consent for this marriage proposal. And he says that she is in love. She is just a lovesick cat. She all she wants is just love. If you love her, what else she would need? And she would surely agree because she is a lovesick cat and you love her. So that is all she wants. So she will surely agree. Again, that means expression of affirmation or positive reaction. So he says that positively, really, actually, what is that she is just a lovesick cat. She is desiring for love only, and so on. Just wait for here. It won't take long. I'll just go and I'll be back with Natalia. And he take the exit to call Natalia. And Lomo was standing alone in the hall and he was talking to himself. It's so cold. I'm trembling all over. Just as if I had got an examination before me. Just as I tremble when I get examination before me, same way I'm trembling right now because here also I'm going to be examined by Natalia. So this is just like the exam of my life. I'm trembling because of cold also and because of nervousness also. The great thing is I must have my mind made up. I should made up my mind. I should clear my thoughts. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to talk a lot, or to look for an ideal, or for a real love, then I'll never get married. But he was about to say but because of called, he pronounced but. It's called. Natalia Stefanova is an excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated. What more do I want? But I'm getting a noise in my ears from excitement. He could hear the sound of Shubuko and Natalia who were upstairs, and the sound of excitement came in his ears. That was the sound made by Shubuko. Trembling, that is shaking or quivering, typically as a result of excitement and anxiety or frailty. So he was trembling because he was very nervous, and because of anxiety he was very nervous and he was trembling, he was shaking. Hesitate, that means pause in indecision before saying or doing something. He was not clear and he had some thoughts about this matter. He had some quarrel in his mind and he was confused about this decision. Housekeeper, that is a person who manages a household work, household chores. So here he was trembling as if just when he trembles when he had to appear in exam. So here he is going to give the exam of his life. That is why he is getting nervous, and because of this anxiety he is trembling, also because of cold. And he says that this is a great thing. I must have my mind made up. I should be sure about this. I should get married to Natalia. And Natalia would not disagree to this proposal. If I give myself time to think, if I would think more about this, then I would get hesitated. I would be indecision. And I won't make up my mind for this. If I would talk a lot, if I would think about this more and more, and I should not give my time, I should not give time to myself to talk about this, to think about this, to feel hesitated about this, or to look for an ideal that is the perfect one. Here, he thinks that Natalia is not the perfect one whom he wants to marry. But right now he thinks that I should not think about the ideal one or the perfect one for me, or for real love. I should not think at this time about getting real love. Even he knows that Natalia doesn't love him, and she is not the ideal match for Lomo. Then I will never get married. If I will think about these things, so I will never get married, because I don't think that ever in my life I would be able to get the ideal match or get the true love in my life. So if I will think about these things, so I will never get married. Once I am getting the chance to get married, so I should stick to this. Whatever I am getting, at least I am getting a bride. That is enough. But it's too cold. Natalia Stefanova is an excellent housekeeper. And then first he thought that what can be the better option than Natalia? But then he thought that I should not think about other options because I don't have options now. At least I am getting one option, so I should stick to this. And then he think about this option, about Natalia, and he felt that Natalia is also good. She is a good housekeeper, not a bad looking, not so good looking, but not a bad looking one. And even she is well educated. What more do I want? It's enough. She is not so bad looking, she is educated, and she can handle the house also. So that's enough. But I'm getting noise in my ears from excitement. So he felt, might be they are very happy and might they will accept my proposal. So I should not think about these things much, and I should make up my mind that yes, I will marry to Natalia, and if Natalia also agree, then Natalia will be my wife for certain. I should not think about other options. Because it will just confuse me and I won't get any conclusion. And finally, he drinks water and tried to control his anxiety. And continue thinking, and it's impossible for me not to marry at this age. If I will let go this option, if I will leave this opportunity, so there are less chances for me to get married. In the first phase, I'm already 35, Natalia is 25 years, and he is already 35. That means if he will take more time, so it might be he will get older and he might not get the perfect bride for him. So he is thinking that other than waiting for the real ideal match, for the real true love, I should accept what I am getting. This is a critical age to get married. If I want to marry right now, so when would I get married? This is the perfect age. He was thinking that this is a good age. Now finally I should get married. In the second place, first thing is I am getting older, and if I will wait anymore, so it might be that I won't get any bride. At least I am getting Natalia. It's not a bad option. I should accept it. And the second reason for me to get married to Natalia, first reason is that I am getting older, and second reason is I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. What I have to do? I have to live a quiet and regular life. I cannot make fun at this age. So at least whatever I am getting, I should accept it. Because there won't be much excitement in my life. And even if Natalia comes, so the life will be same. Nothing more will change. And why he leads to a quiet and regular life? Because third thing is that I suffer from palpitation. My breaths get fast very quickly. I breathe and I take short breath because of I get excited about very pretty things and always getting awfully upset. About small and petty things, I get very upset and excited, and because of that, I get palpitation. That means I take quick and short breath. So I have the breathing problem too. At this very moment, my lips are trembling because I am excited, overexcited. And right now also, I am trembling. And there is a twitch in my right eyebrow. So he is feeling nervous, he is trembling, he is excited, and he is feeling anxiety, and he is getting twitch in his right eyebrow. But the very worst of all is the way I slip. But the most worst thing about me, except all these things, is that the way I slip. That is the worst thing about me. Now, why the slip is worst about him? Palpitation, that is noticeably rapid or strong or irregular heartbeat due to agitation exertion of illness. So his heartbeat get very rapid and irregular and strong due to excitement and anxiety, and he feels ill. Twitch, that is a sudden quick movement or feeling which he was getting in his right ankle. Now he explained why the way he sleeps is the worst. I no sooner get into bed and begin to go off when suddenly something in my left side gives a pull, and I can feel it in my shoulder and head. I jump up like a lunatic, walk about a bit and lie down again. But as soon as I begin to get off to sleep, there is another pull, and this may happen 20 times. And then Natalia Stefanova comes in. Lunatic, that is a person who is mentally ill, not in technical use. So this word is not here appropriate, but the exaggerated word is used here. So he says that hardly I go to bed, and just when I am about to get sleep, I get pull in my left side, in my left leg, and that pull I feel even in my shoulder and even in my hand. And with this pull, I get a jerk. I feel that pull in my leg, in my shoulder, and in my head, and I get jumped like a man. In sleep, I get the pull in my left side, and with this pull, I jump off from my bed, and it feels like I have gone mad, and I do such silly things in sleep. Then I walk about a bit to make myself comfortable and calm, and then again when I feel relaxed and relief, I lie down again. But just when I am about to get to sleep, again I get that same pull in my left side, and this may happen 20 times in night. So that is the worst part about me, that I cannot sleep properly. And then at the sudden moment, Natalia comes into the drawing room, into the hall. We thought that when I have so many drawbacks, how can I get the real love, or how can I get the ideal match? Because even not, I am not even ideal match for anyone, because I have so many drawbacks. So at least whomever I am getting, even though she is not an ideal match, she is also not the real love of my life, but I have to adjust, because I also cannot be the real love or the ideal person for anyone. So I should also adjust, and I should accept whatever I am getting. So then he decided that I should make up my mind for Natalia Stefanova, and I should take the decision to marry her, and there should be no confusion about it, and I should not think about other options, because now at this age I don't have the time to think. I should just grasp the opportunity which I have got immediately, however it is. So it is not the love for Natalia, it is just, you can say, kind of adjustment of his life. So he is ready to do this adjustment with Natalia, because he do not have any other option. And if he will wait for the option which is better than Natalia, he might lose the opportunity even what he has got, and it might be that he won't get any other opportunity better than Natalia. So he thought that I should accept it finally, and he got ready for this adjustment. And just when he was thinking about himself, about Natalia, at the same time Natalia enters. And here, now onwards, we are going to see the conversation between Natalia and Lomov. How Lomov put forward his proposal, whether Natalia knows about this or not, what Medallia feels about Lomo and whether she get agree about this or not. So now the story will continue in the next part, in the next video. Here this video comes to an end. I hope that this explanation will be useful for you for understanding this chapter, and the rest of the chapter we will continue in the next video. Here this video comes to an end. Now we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, be safe, stay healthy, happy at your home, and keep on learning. Thanks for being with me. See you.